ranking every common card in Clash Royale. Coming in at dead last, I have the E-Barbs. Now, before everybody comes in my comments, oh my god, I'm at 14k with E-Barbs, they're so good, they're a mid-ladder card. If you struggle against E-Barbs, it's most likely because they're over-leveled. Next, I have the Rascals. They're honestly a pretty good card, they just don't have a place in the meta outside of niche logbait decks. If you want to win Mega Draft challenges, pick them. Next, I have the Barbarians. If you guys have seen my videos, you know I hate the Barbarians. They're just the worst swarm unit in the game. But I put them higher than the Rascals because they are used in Lava Hound. Next, I have the Goblins. I just don't see a point in using them over something like Goblin Gang or Guards ever since they got nerfed. At 25, I have the Spear Goblins. Unfortunately, they've been nerfed pretty heavily because of how strong the Goblin Giant and Goblin Hut is. Next, I have the Skelly Dragon. If you aren't running other Fireball bait with this card, there's no point in using it over the Evo Baby Dragon. At 23, I have the Bats. Just use minions instead, they're still broken. Next, I have the Archers. They're kinda just mid in my opinion, and you only ever see them in Expo. The Skeleton Barrel I feel like is just fallen off in the meta, it's only ever used in Mortar Bait, and it's usually subbed out for Goblin Barrel and Wall Breakers and Hyper Bait. At number 20, I have the Firecracker. I main Hog EQ, and she's really annoying honestly for both parties. Like, you can defend her really well and be annoying with her, or she can just not decide to shoot and be really annoying for you. The delivery is honestly such an underrated spell in the game. It's definitely the best defensive spell in the game, but since you can't use it offensively, most people just use arrows instead. Next, I have the Bomber. Since Beatdown fell off, you only ever see him in Drill and Double Prince Giant. He's still good though. Next, I have the Mortar. It's really underrated on defense, and it's a solid secondary win condition, especially if you have the Evo. Next, I have the Berserker. She's still a pretty good card in my opinion, but she's nowhere near as strong ever since they nerfed her hit speed. At number 15, I have the Minion Horde. Even after the hit speed nerf, it's still doing pretty solid in the meta, having a 5% usage rate in the top 200. Next, I have the Fire Spirit. It's pretty good and does fireball damage for 1 elixir on the tower if your opponent ignores it, but I can't put it any higher since the E-Spirit and Ice Spirit are way better. Next, I have the Snowball. One of the best small spells in the game, but outside of Drill and Balloon decks, you don't really see it too often. Next, I have the Tesla. I know a lot of you are probably upset that it's not in the top 10, but its really only advantage is attacking air cards, because honestly its hiding ability hurts it more than it helps it half the time, especially against stuff like the Suspicious Bush and Royal Ghost. And because it hides, you can't place it as far away from big tanks to drag them farther. At number 11, I have the Royal Recruits. The peak definition of a no-skill card. Every deck that has Recruits is the most annoying thing ever, and the only reason it's not going higher is because it has a 1% usage rate in the top 200. I ran out of time, but the top 10 video should be out at the same time as this video.